Now, First Alert 6 weather.
Good morning. This is meteorologist Jaret Lansford. We'll look at how our commute is coming this morning. And we've had a couple of issues that are popping up. Nothing that's a major one, aside from we do have one crash. So let me go ahead and give you that heads up on where we are seeing that being in place. And it is, as you're looking at 30th and Hamilton, you can see some of the delays that are showing up as a result of this one. This is just a little bit to the north here of that 480 and North Freeway interchange. So there's where we're talking about with this one, 30th and Hamilton. Notice some of the delays that are in place. So use caution if you're going to be traveling in that area. That's one spot where we have seen crash impact things here within the last 5 to 10 minutes. Elsewhere, let me zoom out the map, and I'll give you that full view of what we've got going on. And some of these slowdowns looking a little worse than they actually are, but we do have a couple spots that are a little sluggish, and that does include, as you are making your way up around the JFK northbound near I-80, and then as well as if you're making your way on Dodge right around the 144th to 156th area, starting to get some delays eastbound. Let's see if we can take the view here of what we've got going on 144th. I'll cue that up for you here in just a moment. All right. Here is the area of 144th. And you can see Dodge is moving a little bit better in this area, but you get a little further to the west, and you do have some delays that are in place. So first alert to that, you are looking at things running a little sluggish as you're making your way through parts of West O. Let you watch this for a little bit, and we'll update some of the other areas of the metro here in just a moment. All right, getting word of a new crash here. I'm going to pull up the maps, and we could show you where that one is. And that is as you are making your way closer to the 38th and Leavenworth area. So let me show you where we're talking about what the traffic speeds are looking like in that area. And again, this is a crash that's just coming in as the graphics respond to me. We'll get that built for you and show you where we're talking about. All right. All right, so right around here, 38th and Leavenworth is where we're talking about this one. So that would be right in this area. Use some caution if you're going to be driving right around there. So there is the full view of where we're talking about. All right, so there's our new crash, 38th and Leavenworth. Because he thinks a little slow in that area, not too much of a delay showing up at this point, but it's going to be a good idea to use a little extra caution if you are going to be traveling through that stretch of Midtown. Of course, our other crash that we've been watching is 30th and Hamilton. That a little further to the north. Still some delays on Hamilton showing up at this point. Just doing a quick scan to see if anything else has popped up. Okay, it looks like we're on top of everything that has happened so far during the commute. So again, what we're looking at is the area of 30th and Hamilton with a crash that's in place there. And then also a little further to the south and west where we have 38th and Leavenworth. There's a crash that's in place in that area. Both of those with a little bit of some slowing that's showing up. Here's the overall view of the commute. And you can see some of these oranges line up with construction zones. That includes right around 72nd and L. Do have some delays on 204th as you're between Elkhorn and Gretna. And then we've also got some delays that are showing up in a few other spots, including this one right here, which is a construction zone I've been first alerting you to this week, 52nd and Dodge, where we've got some water main break repairs happening in Dundee. And in the lead up to that, you notice how slow things are as you're heading through that stretch. So be ready for some delays. Those go almost to Saddle Creek at this point. Speaking of Saddle Creek, some slowdown showing up between Dodge and Leavenworth at this point, too, to watch for. Not a lot in the way of crashes that are being reported, any other issues, just a lot of slow areas, mainly in construction zones. But we do have those two crashes. That includes 30th and Hamilton. Some slow travel, both east and westbound as a result of that. And then a different crash at 38th and Leavenworth as well. Let's give you a quad box view of what's going on. We'll take that full screen. And this is a view of what we have in different parts of the metro here. Let me switch out one of the cameras here so we can look at some of the traffic that's going on. So at the top left, you have 90th and Dodge area. Notice that sunshine will be a little bit bright for you as you're heading out and about. The top right, you're looking at some midtown areas, and we can even try to switch that camera out, see if we can get some more views of the traffic around the metro. The bottom right is 144th West Dodge. Looks like we don't have any other cameras pointed at the commute, so we'll just put that back at that one that was showing some of the roads being in Blackstone area. The bottom left, that is JFK approaching I-80. We could pull that full screen as well. I think we can. Let's see if I can get that to work. There we go. So that's what it's looking like as you are making your way JFK right near I-80. Watch for some delays that are showing up. Nothing that's a major slowdown, but just a little slow at this point. All right, one more time, let's look at some of the crashes that we have in place. 30th and Hamilton, we have some slowdowns now in all directions as you're getting near that intersection. Watch for those delays. And then 38th and Leavenworth, a little slow as a result of this crash. No other crashes that have been reported at this point. We'll give you one more view of the wide view of the map. I will say some of these slowdowns a little exaggerated from the maps, but we do have some delays that are showing up along L, of course, with that construction zone near 72nd. Blair High a little slow heading eastbound near 680, and you do have some decent delays showing up on Dodge as well as you're going through those busy intersections from about 72nd over to 680. I think with that, we'll wrap up our live stream here. Jaret Lansford here, giving you a guide through the commute. We're going to be live here coming up in just a little bit on First Alert 6, just about 5 minutes with another update. So join us for that one. I hope the rest of your Friday goes pretty well and safe travels if you will be out and about. Dress warm.